Lust destroyed my early teenage years. I discovered this stuff at the age of 12 and it turned into something that I would do at least 3 or 4 times a day in high school. Once before school, once after school, and once before I went to bed. This was the minimum. I would look at a woman's cherries more than I would her eyes in a conversation. I could never connect with women on an emotional level, meaning I could never get a girlfriend because that's what women want. Because this stuff ran my mind. And now, after using something like this, I was able to remove that from my life. And today, we're gonna do exactly the same for you. Do your future self a favor, relax, take a deep breath, because once I minimized that stuff, I was able to experience greater confidence and actually connect with women on an emotional level and enhance my relationships with them. You don't want to be a lonely fuck your whole life, bro, because you will be if you don't get rid of that. As you can see, we're going to be using the element of Clash Royale to destroy lust. And for the people who don't know how to play this game, basically, you have towers. Your goal is to use your troops to destroy the enemy's towers before they destroy yours. The person with the most towers destroyed at the end wins the game. This is lust. Lust keeps beating you. Today, we're going to change that narrative. You are going to beat lust every single time. When I used to do the dirty 3 or 4 times a day, my urge, my desire for sexual pleasure was so damn high. That's all I'd be thinking about. At school, it was just a pre-game for the hub. In the morning, all I wanted to do was bust a nut. When I got home, same thing. When I went to bed, same thing. In the meantime, I'd be playing video games, nothing else. It's all I'd be doing. It's all I'd be thinking of. So, because my, don't even know if this is a word, susceptibility to sexual pleasure was so low, right? It could happen just like that. I could see an attractive woman and just get an urge. My health of my towers was extremely low. It was probably something like 100. So one good hit from something like a Dark Prince, boom, I was dead. When I was at school and I came across a really attractive woman, I was sitting next to her, I was on the same table as her, I would put her in a pedestal. Meaning my confidence was at an all-time low. My face would go extremely red, as most of you know. My chances of connecting with this woman or any woman was at an all-time low. It was not going to happen. Even if she tried her best to get me going, nah, nothing. And I was only fulfilled when I got home and released that energy that had been built inside of me that I wasn't expressing to a woman. I wasn't communicating with her. I was just holding it in to bust nut when I got home. So, as you can imagine, if our towers are high health, let's say this was 10,000 and lust was 1,000, you'll probably win the game. The foundation to beating lust is eliminating your desire, your constant desire for sexual pleasure. Sexual pleasure is a normal desire. It's completely normal. We need to have sex to mate and have kids and keep the human race going. It is completely normal. So don't feel like when you get a sexual urge that it's something bad. It's completely normal, bro. It is. But it shouldn't be a constant 24/7 thing roaming around in your mind. Now, how do we increase our health? We need to dive deep. Don't take that the wrong way. If you took that the wrong way, this video is specifically for you, okay? Go deep within yourself. Ask yourself, why do I value sexual pleasure so much? Why is it one of the only things I want? Most of you, for me at least anyway, when I did this, it came down to an element of boredom. I was extremely bored. I had got cut from the basketball team. I had no purpose in my life. I needed something. When I was playing basketball, I was probably only doing it maybe once to 3 times a week. So as a man, you need some sort of purpose. Our purpose when we arrived on this earth was to survive. That was our purpose. Now we can easily do that. The human mind has adapted. Now our purpose is to thrive. So find a way you can thrive. Fitness, doing well in school, I don't know, playing Fortnite professionally, starting that business, making a lot of money, whatever appeals to your eye. The lion wants to eat meat, the cow wants to eat grass, the snake wants to eat lizards on the ground, right? Not everyone's idea of success is the same, but having an idea of success is vital to eliminating this stuff out of your life. And I've already explained why that is the case. And along with that, create some values, brother. Create some values for yourself. For me, personally, I value honesty, authenticity. I value discipline, consistency. Look, honestly, that's really it. There's probably other things as well that I can't really think of at the top of my head. But because I've created the value of that, my value is living an honest, respectful, authentic life to hopefully inspiring other people, right? That's my value. Create your own. Doesn't have to be the same for me. If you just love making money, who cares? It's something. Change what you're consuming. Stop consuming that Instagram model bullshit. Change your diet, more natural food. Yeah, just like like the videos you watch, right? Everything that makes up you, your brain, your body, your spirit, everything. Change it. Your values, your goals, your vision for the future, who you hang with, your environment, to an extent. Not everyone can change who they hang with because there might be school, you might be under 18, you can't move out, of course. Just do what's in your control. It might be simply changing the videos you watch. It might simply be setting a goal. It might simply be creating a value of honesty in your life and aligning yourself with that value. This is all done to increase your health, to build the foundation. Now, once this foundation is stronger than it was, we can improve the power of our troops to defend our own towers, if you don't know the game of Clash Royale, and defeat this tower quicker. Let's give Lust a health of 5,000. That's really shit. Let's say, at the moment, we have 1,000. Lust is still beating us. We've built that foundation. We can improve the quality of our troops to beat this health by simply looking women in the eyes. Don't lower your gaze. When you walk past an attractive woman, don't lower your gaze because you're simply putting her above you. You are just the same as you, bro. She's not above you, you're not above her. And your ability, I know it sounds really strange. Your ability to look them in the eyes stems from your foundation, your lack of desire for sexual pleasure. I remember when I just turned 15, it was maybe like 2 weeks after my birthday. I had been off the hub for 2 weeks. This is when I decided to get off pornography, which was corrupting my mind. I had really bad social skills, so my mum basically forced me to go and do the shopping. She dropped me off at the shopping parking lot. I would get out and do the shopping. I was extremely scared, but it was good for me. And of course, the woman at the counter was extremely attractive. Fuck. So I went up, I talked to her, my face went red. And look, I looked her in the eyes, but I would have little peaks, because of what porn had done to me. And look, it didn't give me an urge to go back and watch the hub because I told myself I wasn't going to do it again, but my mind was still corrupted. Your intention creates your attention, as I've said in a past video. If you have the intention of talking to a woman to gain something from her and not give her something, I'm meaning in terms of giving a smile, brightening up her day, right, having someone to talk to, depends on the situation. When you're listening to a woman, look her in the eyes. When I'm listening to anybody, I don't really break eye contact. That might be strange. I don't know if it is, but it just feels natural, so I'll do it. I don't really break eye contact because I'm listening intensely. I want to ask the right questions. I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, because listening is a very powerful skill. When I'm talking, I don't use this rule explicitly, but it might be like a 3 or 4 second eye contact and look away. Not like that, but just natural, it comes natural. Because sometimes it can come off as you being a creep if you just hold eye contact for too long. But in the early stages, I had discovered most of what I'm talking about, but my mind was still lustful. I had eliminated like the desire for sexual pleasure. I'd minimized, I've not removed it, but minimized it. I was looking women in the eyes, right? I was doing all of these things. I had set goals. None of it really worked. It did. It just needed I just needed some patience. But lust was beating me. Lust was still beating me, even though I knew all this. It's just a game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the enemy's beating you in Clash Royale. Who cares? It's a fucking game, bro. It's exactly the same thing with your mind. It's a game. It doesn't actually matter. You are the observer of your mind. You are not your mind, you are the observer of it. You are not it. You are not your lustful thoughts. You are not your sexual thoughts. You are the observer of it. So, Don't label yourself as a lustful person, because you're not the mind. You are the awareness behind it. You are observing the game. So when you're talking to a woman, observe your mind. It starts thinking lustful, that's okay. That's fine, because you know if you're putting in the right action every single day, you're staying off those websites, you're doing things that align with your values that you've created, these thoughts, these sexual thoughts, they will get better by the day. They will reduce in impact or reduce in intensity by the day. They will. It took me probably 4 months to get back to a normal state off those dirty websites. Zoom out and you'll realize that, assuming you don't play professionally for money, winning games in Clash Royale doesn't really get me anywhere. Just laugh it off when your mind starts thinking sexually. Who cares? That's on me. My mind will get better over time though, or the mind will get better over time. It will, as long as I keep doing what's right, as long as I keep aligning with my foundation, which is your values, your goals. And look, bro, after that, making that realization, you have unlimited health, because no one can beat you because you don't care. Simple. Hope that helps, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.